Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to swap out the handlebars. I have purchased a set of sport bars from the Ninja 650 shop. I'll put a link below where I got them. So we're going for a slightly more aggressive stance on the bike. They are designed specifically for the Ninja where they will clear the windscreen and the tank without hitting. But let's get to it. Okay, well, I'm going to pop all this loose that I literally just put all back together. We're going to try to do this the easy way. At least I hope we're going to do it the easy way. Alright, once you have this off, just lay it off to the side along with the bolts. We're going to take the handlebars and just kind of rotate them out of the way for now, somehow. Or down works. So here is the brace that they send. They supply all the hardware, all the bolts. It says sport bars right on it. So we're going to mount that directly to the handlebar risers, and we're going to mount it back with some of the hardware that they sent. As you can see, you basically just pull the old brace off and put this one right back in its place. Okay, step one is complete. Now for part two. You get two sets of bars. And if you hold them up next to each other here, you'll see they're machined exactly the same, and you've got a pair of holes, two sets of holes. This is where you're going to lock in your throttle grip and your clutch and all that good stuff. These plastic housings have little notches. So we're going to start with the throttle side first. The ends are threaded for your bar ends. I'm going to slide that in, and I'm going to go ahead and put the 2 bolts in just to get them started. And you want the bars to be about flush with the end. We'll adjust all the controls at the end. We're just trying to get a there we go. That's what we want. We want just a little bit of slack, but not so much that the bar will fall right out. Now for the fun part. On this side, we're going to do the throttle and the front brakes first. The throttle, loosen the 2 screws, but not completely out. You just want to loosen them up enough to slide the throttle housing off, and then we're going to slide it onto this one. If you take it apart too far, the throttle cables can come off, and then you're in a whole different installation video. Controls are only Phillips. And the reason we want to take the handlebars off is because you can shift them one way or another. Still need to go a little more. Okay, and you also want to loosen up the front brake. You need to take it all off at one time. There's one. Try not to beat my tank up since I just painted. And basically we're going to slide that in. Just push your bar until it comes to the end, just like so. And then we want to rotate this thing around to where it snaps in. And tighten down the brake housing a little bit. Okay. So now we're going to install this side. This side's a little bit easier because you don't have all the crap to deal with. Snug. Alrighty. Same thing here. We're going to loosen up. We're going to loosen up the housing. This is for your headlights. You can take this one completely apart if you wish, but you don't have to. Nice. And there we are. Handlebars come off. Okay, now this is the stock grip. What I did to remove this was I took a small screwdriver and slid it up between the rubber and the handlebar, and then shot a little bit of WD-40 in there and worked it off. I did that on each one so I could install it this way, which is a lot easier than having to completely disassemble everything. But these grips are not going back on. We're going to put a set of Pro Grips on the bike. Now, the special way to get these things on is to use hairspray and basically just absolutely spray the teetotal crap out of them, wiggle them on to where you want, and you're done. When the hairspray dries, it glues them in place. Now, these are two different sizes. One is made for the throttle, the other is made for the clutch side. There we are. Now for the new bar end. And then when that's tightened down, we're going to put the little keeper on. Snug it up. We're just giving the bike a little bit of red accent here. Now I'm trying to put the P with the Pro Grip straight across with the wording on my switches. That's pretty close to where it's going to be, and everything clears full lock. Let's go ahead and get this grip put on. Again, we're just going to soak the crap out of everything with hairspray, get it forced on there, and let it be. Woohoo! Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Now that I'm all sticky, that was pretty fun right there. Well, there we are, ladies and gents. The bars are mounted up. I also went ahead and changed out the levers and got them set up to my liking. You can see a previous install video I did on those right here. And also there is an additional video on setting up control angles, clutch lever adjustment, things of that nature at this video. So be sure to check those out if you have any questions on what it takes to change all that out and get them adjusted. Next up, we're probably going to be putting on an aftermarket exhaust on this bike and attaching the MZS AFM so we can auto-tune this thing on our own without having to make several trips to the dyno. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe button below to stay in touch with the channel. Until next time, ride safe.